Hello everyone, my name is Astrid, and in this video, I will explain about review text. Okay, but before we begin our discussion about review text, I'd like to start with a few questions to get us thinking. In your opinion, what makes a review interesting? Is it just about opinions, or are there other aspects that need to be considered? Or think about the food or tourist destination that is currently viral. If you were asked to write a review about it, what would be the first thing you write? So now let's move to the definition of review text. What is review text? So review text is a type of writing that evaluates or gives an opinion about something. It could be like movie, book, product, or skincare product or services. Now that we already understand what is a review text, so now let's talk about its purpose or the aim. So the main purpose of a review text is to evaluate and inform. So writers use review text to share their opinions about a product, service, or work, and to help readers make informed decisions. In short, the purpose of a review text is not just to share opinions, but to guide others in their decision-making process. So next, we'll discuss how a review text is structured to achieve this purpose effectively. Now let's explore the generic structure of a review text. A review text is typically divided into four main parts. The first is introduction, the second is evaluation, and the third is interpretation, and the fourth is there is summary. The first is introduction. Introduction sets the stage by introducing the subject of the review. This could be a book, movie, product, or even. So it provides the general information such as the title, creator, or content of the subject that we're going to review. Okay, so now the evaluation. In this session, it contains the main analysis and detailed opinions of the reviewer. So it discusses specific aspects of subject such as strength and weakness, themes or messages, style, performance, or even design. So in this part, the reviewers support their evaluation with examples or evidence. In interpretation, here the reviewer explains the significance of the subject. So it highlights the impact, relevance, or contribution of the subject, such as cultural importance or even personal meaning. In this session, may also compare the subject to similar works or previous efforts by the same creator. And the last one is the summary. In summary, the review concludes with a summary of the overall opinion and key points discussed earlier. It often includes a final recommendation, a star rating, or closing thoughts. This helps the reader understand the reviewer's final stance clearly. So, understanding the structure, it helps us create well-organized and effective reviews. Next, we'll look at some examples of how to apply the structure in writing a review text. Now let's talk about the language feature of a review text. These are the key elements that make a review clear, engaging, and effective. The first one is we use simple present tense. A review text often uses the simple present tense because it discusses facts or events that are relevant or happening in the present. And the second is we use adjectives. In this part, adjectives are essential in reviews to express opinions and describe the subject being evaluated. For example, amazing, disappointing, impressive. This word help readers understand the reviewer's perspective more vividly. And the third is we use evaluative language. We use evaluative language to show opinions or judgments clearly. Phrase like I believe, in my opinion, or it seems that it indicate the writer's personal views. These language features work together to make a review text expressive and persuasive. By using them effectively, a reviewer can connect with the audience and convey their opinions clearly. So next, we'll practice identifying these features in sample review text. So now let's analyze an examples of a review text about seblak. Seblak is a popular spicy Indonesian snack. We'll break it down according to the general structure of a review text. The first paragraph it includes the introduction. In this part, the reviewer introduces the subject, seblak, and provides general information about it, including its key ingredients. This gives readers a clear idea of what is being reviewed. And now we move to the second paragraph, or we know as a evaluation part. In this session, it provides detailed opinions about seblak. It highlights its strength, like its unique spicy flavor and chewy texture, while also pointing out a possible weakness, that it might be too spicy for some people. So now we move to the third paragraph, or interpretation. Here, the reviewer explains the significance of seblak. It is described as an affordable and easily accessible snack in Indonesia, making it appealing to a wide audience. Now we move to the last paragraph, or the summary part. This part summarizes the reviewer's opinion and provides a final recommendation for readers who enjoy spicy food. By following the structure, the review text about seblak is clear, informative, and helpful for readers who may be considering trying it. Thank you for your attention today. So in this session, this video, we've covered the definition of a review text, its purpose, the key language feature, the general structure. We also explore the general structure of a review through the examples of seblak. So remember, a good review is clear, informative, and well structured. It should provide readers with useful insight and help them make decisions, whether it's about food, books, movies, or other products. So I hope you now feel more confident in understanding and writing review text. If you have any questions or would like further clarification, feel free to ask. Thank you again and good luck with your own review writing.